to Up the Villa podcast, second episode of the day. Thanks to everybody who joined us for the live stream of the Europa Conference League draw. It was really good. Great to chat to all of you as well. So we've got Unai's press conference reaction. We'll go through some sound bites, what Unai has said as well. But more I'm thinking about this Ajax game, the more I'm excited about it. You know, it's just like two European giants colliding together in the Europa Conference League. And I don't mind that they're like a big team and we're getting them in sort of like the last 16, because that's better for Villa, in my opinion, that we play a big team in a big stadium with pressure on that game, because it just means that our levels have to be at 110%. We play a team that sort of, we've got that unknown and we sort of don't go in it with the right mindset, then that's where you can become unstuck. And the fact that Aston Villa are playing the second leg at home is absolutely huge as well, because you hopefully stay in the tie for the first leg, bring them back to Villa Park, and then we finish the job at Villa Park. So really, really looking forward to it. So we'll crack on with Unai's press conference then, and we'll start talking about the injury news, and we'll kick it off with this then. So he spoke about Aston Villa's injuries. All of the players that are injured, as we know, are currently still injured. Still injured are the players who have had surgery: Mings, Buendia and Kamara. So Kamara has had surgery in France this week. Kamara had his surgery yesterday. Mings and Buendia are progressing very well. Every day they are close to start being with the squad. Not completely. This season is not for them, but we are happy when they are close and trying to help us. Not playing matches, but being with us in the dressing room and training sessions. Konsa is progressing very well, but he's still out for this match. Diego Carlos as well. He's working alone, and John Duran. All others players are available and ready for tomorrow. So when I'm reading these, I can read basically, but the way they word some of these is quite difficult to read, because we know. Okay, right, cool. So what do we know? Mings Buendia are going to be joining the squad soon, whether that's training on their own with the ball. Looks like they're not going to be featuring this season. So I think that one is, but I think it'll be a massive boost to have them back and with the squad, and camaraderie. The squad knowing that they're sort of there but not there will be quite big for Villa, I think. Carlos working on his own, so that's kind of saying that he's not too far away, and he's working on his own to join back with the squad. So that's promising. And Konsa's promising as well. So I think Konsa and Carlos are not too far away, which with around 13 games to go is not so bad. So I reckon 2 weeks, maybe, my estimation. I reckon those will, not be too far away then. So if we have a little look at what Unai said as well, he said something about the Ajax game. So he said, Ajax are a historic, successful club, and they are progressing well in their league. So they've started the season terribly, but they're sort of getting themselves back together, back to a more competitive standard. So Unai is looking forward to that. He's also spoke about Forest, that they are very, very competitive and they have fresh energy with their new coach. We are ready to play and excited to be with our supporters. So, yeah, I'm really excited. Can't wait for it. Big game for Villa. Got to deliver. Got to sort of get back on track at home. So that's really exciting. The adaptation of Pau Torres to the Premier League has been quicker than I expected. He's helping us a lot in our build-up. We've kind of waxed lyrical about him all week, that how good he is, and he's a tremendous footballer, brilliant on the ball, so progressive, and I just absolutely love watching him play. So with Pau back, that's absolutely huge. Setting us up going forward with the ball at his feet is absolutely brilliant. There's a little interview out with John McGinn, so we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll find some of the sound bites from that, but he's sort of harnessing his motivation and his willingness for this team to succeed. So he has spoke about Nottingham Forest and said that they are a good team full of talented players with a coach who's well respected in this league. They've got a battle of their own going on. They'll be coming to make it difficult for us to get 3 points, and we need to get back on the horse at home and get that run going again. We need to make Villa Park a fortress again. You know the thing about when you read stuff about McGinn, I can just imagine his Scottish accent, like saying like we need to get back on the horse. That's like such a John McGinn like phrase there. I love it. Consecutive defeats at home is strange for us and something we need to eradicate quickly. He's also been speaking and saying that there's been a lot of questions about our away form this season, and we've now managed to find a solution to that. The run we went on at Villa Park was tremendous, and it's a great place for everyone to be, for everyone. If we can perform on the pitch, there's no reason why we can't go on a run like that, 15, 16 wins in a row. So lovely stuff from John McGinn. He's sort of just, he's been great, hasn't he, John McGinn? And I think as a captain, his captaincy goes under the radar, but I've really seen a rise in McGinn. I think some captaincy armbands can weigh certain players down. You see it all across football. You see it across different teams, different leagues. But when I look at McGinn with that armband, there's a bigger role on him. There's an expectancy, but there's a new role he has to do. And all of the things that I see John McGinn do, not just with the ball at his feet, with the mascots. If you watch him before the game, he's chatting with the mascots. He's giving them their jackets. When they go on the pitch, he really looks after the little kid that's on the pitch and make sure that they're going in the right. So he's doing all of those things really, really well. When we score a goal and sometimes we haven't got time to celebrate, he's the one that's sort of dragging players, back up the pitch to go again. And I just think McGinn's a fantastic player, and we've really needed him because I think with the injuries that we've had, I'm not here to talk about other teams' injuries, blah, 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 but with our own injuries, we've needed a strong character, and I think McGinn gives that to Aston Villa. And I think, talking of McGinn's captaincy, it needs to be said really, because you can take for granted sometimes. You can just watch football and think, oh, we've won that game, we've lost that game, and just look at games where if you look at and take a little look at the ins and outs of what goes on with players and their roles and their mindsets and how they are as people as well, I think, it's just really good to look at. And I think McGinn's been fantastic as captain, and I'm pretty proud of him, to be fair. Pretty proud of him, watching his career come in at Villa and break through the team in the Championship and then lead this team. Imagine McGinn with that trophy, that European Conference League trophy, raising it aloft in Athens. Oh, it'd be brilliant. So we have got some tough games coming up. We've got tougher games coming up now. We've got added fixtures coming in there. So we've got Forest at home, Luton away, Ajax away, Spurs at home, Ajax at home, West Ham away. But embrace it. Embrace it. Don't look at them and think, oh, God, look at all them fixtures there. It's tough. It's going to be, yeah, okay. Yeah, it is. But we know Ajax away, and then we come back and play Spurs at home. We're going to be ready for that game. We are going to be ready for that Spurs game. So, yeah, buzzing. We've had a lot of content out this week. We've had match preview, predicted lineup, opposition preview. We've got this one out now. We've reacted to the draw. So I just want to say cheers everyone that's been watching us. Your support's massive for this channel. But yeah, buzzing for the fan cams. Hopefully, going to see some of you at the fan cams tomorrow. And then we'll just do loads of content as well. Going to go live tomorrow night. So going to start going live for the reactions as well, so we can get you guys a little bit more involved as well. So there we go. Injury news, not got any worse, so I guess that's not as bad. Ready for the game. So, if you've missed any of our episodes out this week, you can get stuck into them tonight and get yourself ready for the game tomorrow. So cheers, everyone. Up the Villa.